Welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat, where we're building up our off-grid house. Yep, this is where we started building up instead of digging down. So you can watch the stuff where we cleared off the property, blasted some rocks, dug some rocks. Yeah, a lot of rock. So this is the footers for the whole thing. Current time, we had a snowstorm, but we got some walls up before the snowstorm hit. So this is what we got up, or should I say the panel guys got these up before they left. And then we had a snowstorm, we cleared off the snow, we did some plowing. Plowing's to come. And then here they are. So this is like a third of the front wall. They got a little piece there done from last time. This piece is got a sliding glass door at the bottom, which is going to be mirrored on the other side, and a whole bunch of windows. The snow is slowly melting, and then we get another piece on the right side of it, or if you're in the house, it's be on the left side. Get that one up and braced up, and wouldn't you know it, they get it all braced up, all fixed up, ready to go. And this is what it's going to sort of look like when it's done. The windows are a little different, but it's pretty close to that. Here's a little bit closer view for all the windows in there. And while they were doing that, I was down in the basement. I took the tarp off the boiler, since we had it all wrapped up there, because it's an indoor boiler, not an outdoor boiler. And I took the tarp off and decided to hang the tarp from the ceiling. This way I could get to the boiler if I want to. It's not set up quite yet, but I could hang the tarp up on the ceiling of the basement, which is under the first floor, so when it rains or melts the snow off, it drips down there. So we got the tarp to catch all the drips, so when I get around to it I can actually work on that boiler and not get dripped on. It provides a little bit of weatherproofing underneath. Gives a little dry spot to work in if we need to. And if it does drip, the tarp will catch it, and it will basically push all the whatever drips down off down this edge towards the center of the basement. But that I can at least get to the boiler or put other things down there and make sure they don't get dripped on. Yep, it's going to drip out that direction. And we'll have that foam board there on top so it can drip onto that and drip down to the floor. In the meantime, they left and it snowed again. Yeah, they got those two walls up in front and got another snow. 18 degrees outside for this morning. We were up there and it was another one morning, it was 6 degrees Fahrenheit. So we had left also, came back, we brought the walk behind snowblower because we knew it was going to snow. We came up the day before it snowed so that we were there during the snow, and the day after so it wouldn't be a problem getting up there, so we could plow and get stuff wiped off, getting ready for the panel guys to come back up again. But I figured instead of shoveling all that snow into a jet sled and bring it to the front, we could use a snowblower. So we got it up on the truck, which was not an easy feat. Drove it all the way up here, and now it's like I'm going to try to keep warm, put the little earmuffs down on the bomber hat. It is still blowing pretty good, and the snow is not heavy and wet like it was the time before. And then I backed up the truck to the first floor and put some ramps across, and we're going to drive the snowblower across the ramps onto the first floor of the house. Get these boards pushed out just a little bit. No, out, not in. Alright. Yeah, I know that one board is a little sketchy. Spongy. Alright, turn this baby up and let's start blowing. Figured this would be easier than shoveling the entire thing off. It is easier, except the wind is really blowing, and sometimes it's blowing it right back in my face. Now these guys left a lot of stuff on the deck. I did clean up a bit after them, so all the nails were picked up, staples were picked up. They left a lot of things on the actual floor itself. Did not want to shovel, scoop them up, and move them off the deck onto the ground. So I picked most of those stuff, picked all that stuff up. And good thing I didn't want it to hit the snowblower. And there we go, blowing. Now some of that stuff actually went down to the basement. The majority of it just goes off to the side. And the wife is there cleaning up the edges. Snowblower does not do very fine, detailed work. It does mass moving. And being slightly fluffy, light, the snow, dry, it's going everywhere. Some down in the basement, some back at me. It's all over the place with all that wind. And then I'm trying to corral the snow so I can get it off the front of the building. So I'm just blowing in front of me, and of course the blower doesn't want to blow directly in front of me. It wants to go off to the side. It just kicks over there and I have to move it back over, and it just doesn't want to go. But I get most of it going. And you can see it just wafting into the air. I wish it was a little bit wetter. Stick together. But it's not, and that's what I gotta work with. Besides going around everything. And we actually got the backpack blower to try to get it blown off. And the problem was the wind would blow it right back to me, so I gave up on that too. Then the garages, we got all of it basically out of the garage. I got some here left in the toy garage to do. I'm blowing it off the back of the toy garage. There it goes back. So most of it will be out of the garage, and so they can get to this material when they need it. It was a lot of snow. hopefully this is the last of the snow for a while, and these guys can get back here and start building my walls. Now it's been over a week already since I did the snow blowing, and they were supposed to come back up. They have not made it back up, and I haven't actually made it back up either. I went home for a doctor's appointment, and that necessitated making more appointments, and other things happen, and it's just going to take a while to get back up to the property. But so far they haven't made it up either. They will hopefully beat me up there. What can I say? I still have health issues. But I think these are new health issues compared to some of the old stuff I had way back when. Alright, that's the last of that garage, really. Except for the stuff up on top of the tarps in the back, which is the joists for the loft flooring. Which, since we don't even have the walls done for that, we don't need those for a while. So until they come back and start some more walls, that's all I've got for you guys. Here's what we got done. Got a couple walls up, had snowstorm, got the snow off everything. At least the first floor and the basement floors, most of them. And it's nice and white up there. I also plowed the roads again, which I'll have another plow video somewhat after this one. There wasn't a lot of stuff to plow, but what there was, I'll give you a video on it. And I am plowing that and not doing a snowblower. Like a lot of the channels have snowblowers. I don't. Except for that push one, which I'm not pushing that 7 miles. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. It's free. Give me a comment. And I will catch you later when they come back and put some more panels up.